You can hear me, and I say softly, slowly, come closer, flying and dancing. Count the headlights on the highway, on the close hat, tiny dancer. What's up, guys? Jeebs here. Sorry about the singing. I just, I had to get it out of my system. I want to rant real quick, and I don't like to be. I'm not like a negative person. I don't like to put other people down. But I just need to get something off my chest to see what you guys think about it as well. Because I know I'm a small YouTube channel, and I'm talking about Parker from Vehicle Virgins. First, let me get out of the way my opinion on Parker so you have a little bit of background from where I'm coming from. I have a lot of respect for his work ethic he's put into his YouTube channel. There is no question about that. He's been doing YouTube for years, and he's been doing it well for years. I've been doing YouTube for about 7 years now, but I've only been doing it like seriously and not just making garbage videos for about 2 years, 2 to 3 years. So he's been doing it longer than me in that sense, and he also has incredible vehicle knowledge and I don't know what type of study material he has, or if he just naturally knows how the engines progress and whatnot. I'm sure he does a lot of reading, but he's very good at delivering the message, the statistics, the specs, and I respect him for that. And I think his camera work is good. He shows you the most exotic cars you could ever want to see, and it's entertaining, and that's what YouTube is all about. It's a free, well, if you have internet, it's a free entertainment platform that exposes you to things that you'd have never seen without YouTube. So that's why, and I watch some of his videos. I watch some of his reviews if I'm interested in the car, or if he has a good enough clickbait title, I'll go for it. I take that bait. My issue is he just spent $2 million on cars. $2 million on cars, which is just an insane amount of money. And most of my audience, most of you guys are ages 25 to, I think, 45. I think that's where if you look in the statistics, you can see the age of people that watch your videos. That's where a lot of you fall. So a lot of you are young professionals like myself. You work hard, you go probably a 9-to-5 job or whatever you do, but we're young working people. 97% of you are men. The 3% of you are women that watch my videos. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I can't provide you much else. My thing is I know that Parker works hard making the YouTube videos. I think he still edits his own videos. I know sometimes he has a cameraman, but you can't hold that against him. I love that color scheme. That's like 90s written all over it on those jet skis. So I can't fault him for having a cameraman. Sometimes I have my friend Andrew help me out. But again, I'm not like a multi-million subscriber channel. So my point is with Parker is he says, he has a video, the truth on how I why my Ferrari Aperta, or how I bought all of these cars, or why I spent $2 million on cars. And he mentions briefly in the video, he never directly addresses it. He never says, well, on YouTube, this is exactly how much I made from my sponsors and all this, and I've taken that money and allocated it to car. There's no clear message, and that's my number one issue with YouTubers, kind of putting these falsehoods out there. Because when you work and you understand the value of a dollar, you realize how much $2 million is. Some people do not make $2 million in their working lives. Some people work for 40 years and don't make $2 million. It's an insane amount of money. But on the same token, there's some people who take that and they're like, I'm gonna work my ass off and I'm gonna be able to achieve that someday. And that's great. And I hope that that's the message that people take from it. The problem is that when reality hits and your first job out of college, you make $35,000 and you're $150,000 in debt, you're like, holy shit, I can't even afford a used Honda Civic right now. And he just bought a $580,000 Lamborghini SVJ. Like, insane amount of money. But if you look at the whole picture, $2 million worth of cars. Here's my, sorry, I keep ranting. Here's my issue. He says sarcastically, how do I afford all these cars? Oh, it couldn't be through hard work and determination. And I don't doubt that Parker makes several $100,000s a year on YouTube. There's no doubt about it. The statistics show it. I went on Social Blade just before making this video. He is making about $37,000 a month. To give you an idea of the accuracy of Social Blade, let's say you look up Jeeb's YouTube channel. It'll show you about what I make. This past month, I think I made $458 on YouTube, which at the time was the max that I was making in a month. So I took Parker's number, and the max he could be making in a month right now from his what Social Blade says is $37,000, and on an annual basis, the max he is making is $450,000. So $450. Now let's add in sponsors. Let's say from sponsors he gets an extra $50K a year. Let's say from merchandise sales he profits another $50,000 a year. So we're at $550,000 of income. I could be wrong. These are the best estimates I can give you with hopefully some accuracy. Okay, so you have that. So you think, okay, well, Ben, he's been doing this for years, so he's saved his money. Okay, fair point. But then there's taxes. He lives in California. He did live in Michigan, so cost of living in Michigan is way lower than it is in California. So there's all of that. So let's say he makes $550K a year. He lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion in Calabasas. And I'll tell you right now, I know people that make that money and some that make more. You could not afford that lifestyle. You just couldn't. The property taxes, your monthly payment on the house, then you went and spend. I mean, his annual expenditures would be well north of $1 million. And if you're only making $500K a year, listen to me, you just wouldn't be able to afford that lifestyle. So how do I think he's doing it? Personally, I think it's from the company that his dad owned a software company, and he sold it for close to $1 billion. Now, when you sell a company for $1 billion, that doesn't mean that you get $1 billion. Let's say he could have sold it for $1 billion and only made 500 grand off of it. Now, that's a very extreme example I just gave, but let's say that half of that was debt and half of that was equity in the company, and he got $500 million. I think there's a good chance that he said, Parker's working hard on his YouTube channel. It's his son, and I'm sure when you have kids, you just want the best for them. And when money comes on you like that, I guess you would just give it to your kids. I mean, you don't want to. It's not like, I'm not saying Parker's a lazy kid. I'm not saying he's anything negative like that. I'm just saying that I think he probably got a large amount of money from his dad, and why wouldn't he? Why shouldn't he? He got his dad, let's say he got $500 million from that deal. That's great, good for them. The problem is I just don't think Parker is being honest about how he attained those cars. I think what he did was waited for the proper time and success in his YouTube channel to fully go nuts and start buying cars like that, to make the viewers think that he is capable of buying $2 million in cars. Some of them may be financed. I don't know that. I don't remember that from his videos. I don't know if he addressed that. Which again, I mean, if you finance a $500,000 car, your monthly expense on it would be what, $10,000, $20,000 plus interest. The math just, to me, doesn't add up. I don't, like, if he came out and said, my dad sold the software company, I was fortunate enough that he lent me money, and that's how I bought these cars, and I also make money from my YouTube channel, so that's partially how I'm affording these cars as well. That, I just think, would be such a nicer way to present it. Now, could I be wrong? Absolutely. I don't know what his merchandise sales are. There's no way to actually tell what he's making on ad revenue. Plus, some people are preferred partners, so they get a higher percentage of what you earn. For example, I get 58% of the revenue that I bring in through my YouTube channel. That's the percentage they give me, which is actually pretty good, considering they host the whole platform and I create the videos. That's kind of my rant. And again, I'm not saying it from a negative or jealous perspective, because me personally, I really enjoy working hard and earn. Like when you buy, like I bought this Focus ST, I paid it off now, and I paid it off by working hard, saving my money, and doing all the right things. So, you know, packing my lunch, going to work, all those little things add up to be able to be financially free and not financially stressed. That's what I have to say on Parker. I don't think he's being honest about that. I wish a lot of YouTubers would just be honest. That's where I look at someone like Rob Dahm. He's a business owner, and he's also very intelligent. You can, as goofy as he is, Rob is very smart. And he even made that video on Parker that actually really hurt him probably over a year ago now. It got like 1 million hits very quickly. Just talking about how Parker was kind of being a dick, and that's when I turned and was like, wow, Parker is a garbage dude. Since then, I don't think that about him. I appreciate the videos that he produces for YouTube. It's good for the whole car community, because when he is producing good content, there's a better chance of your stuff being found. Me as a creator, there's a better chance of my stuff popping up in feeds because Parker is creating videos. So as you guys are searching through, smaller creators get brought up because of the car videos that he posts. So that's my rant. I want to see what you guys think in the comments below if you watch him. The math just doesn't add up. You guys work, you're smart people. I'm sure you can see that. If you don't comment a lot on videos, and you're someone that's hardworking, you like car, please comment on this video. And not just for the sense that it'll, raise the views of the video, but I want to get some really good perspectives from you guys, because a lot of you are very smart. Like, you've helped me with my ST and just making suggestions on it and bringing certain awarenesses to me. I just really appreciate some of the well thought out comments that you guys provide on this channel, and it's also very positive, which I'm all about. I don't like the negative comments. I don't delete them, so I let all that stuff fly unless it's like something that's like totally off the wire. I'll get rid of it. But I mean, I see all the comments that come through, and I just let it go, regardless if you call me a moron or think I'm the worst YouTuber ever. I don't care. But yeah, like I said, if you don't comment a lot, comment on this video. If you guys work hard, save up for your cars, do you believe that Parker, is there something that I'm missing? Is there an income stream that I'm not seeing that Parker has? Bring it to my attention. I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say. And that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the rant. I can do more of these on other YouTubers if you're interested in it. Someone that I will say did do it on their own is TJ Hunt. I found his channel at 10,000 subscribers, and honestly, I was like, who is this douche? But something about him kept me watching. And then I also realized, I talked to some people about TJ, and his personality can come off a little strange, but that's how people are in Southern California. They just have this I don't even really know how to describe it, but I have friends from New York, New Jersey, and some people think Rob Ferretti. Some people think that he's a douchebag. And I get that, but I also know people from that area. They're good people. They just have a way of doing and saying things a little more straightforward. You're not used to maybe how they speak to you and things like that, but they're not bad people. And TJ, I might make a video on TJ because what he's created is truly impressive. Going from Calvin's parents or his parents' garage to making these little videos where they swear at each other and say funny things and put things on wrong is really cool. And then to see where they're at now in their second garage with every car that you could possibly want. He has the RX-7, he had a GTR, he started with the BRZ. He had an X5M. The list goes on. And he was able to do that just by continuing to make interesting videos. And it just had the right formula, the right timing. Really cool to watch. I'm jealous of his lifestyle. The fact that he gets to be passionate about what he's doing every single day is cool to watch. I'm happy for him. That's what I have to say, guys. I won't leave this going any longer. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so that would be cool to get to 10,000. I said if I can get to 10,000 before the end of October, I will get an intercooler for the ST, which I need. And we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up. We'll see you next time.